Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 7:08 Thursday, September 15th, 66 degrees, getting up to 71 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pop app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are now joined by Linda Conroy. We are talking caregiver volunteers of Central Jersey. We are focusing on the taste of the fall harvest. But before we get to that, let's say good morning, Linda. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you, Jeremy.
Are you well? Are you is this like early for you? Or
yes.
Yes. What time did you have to get up this morning?
I had to get up at 5:45.
Oh my goodness. How did you do it? Zach, how did she do it getting up at 5:45?
I know, that must be rough.
That's rough. I don't know. You know, I really do get some kind of weird sadistic joy out of having someone else get out of their comfort zone and wake up super early in the morning, but that didn't do it for me. Linda, why don't you tell us a little bit, for those that don't know about Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey, what are you guys all about?
Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey is a nonprofit interfaith volunteer organization who brings vital assistance to the elderly, disabled, veterans, and those who care for them in order to provide them with the opportunity to live independently with dignity and joy. And the way that we do that is our volunteers bring these folks that have these needs to doctor's appointments. They do grocery shopping for them, friendly visits. We have two phenomenal programs. One is the Alzheimer Respite Care Program, where our volunteers go to visit in the home of a dementia patient and stay with them for about 3 hours so that the family caregiver can take a break. And we also have our fabulous Caregiver Canines program.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yes.
We have about 1,200 volunteers that care for almost 2,000 people in the 23 municipalities in Ocean County.
Very cool. And you just expanded into Monmouth County, right?
We did. We are now providing services to people in Howell Township and parts of Freehold. We opened up there in May, and we're really, really excited about it. We're expanding into the congregations there and making friends and helping people.
Very cool, very cool. And so now, how long have you been with Caregivers?
I started there as the Director of Development in 2015, but I was a member of the Board of Directors there since 2009. And I became a volunteer shortly thereafter. So I was a grocery shopper for 4 years before I started to work for them. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what did you do before that? How did your life take you to Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey as the Director of Development? Is all your background in raising money?
No. I came from a background of funeral service. I worked for almost 30 years in funeral service, doing community outreach, educating people about planning ahead. That's what I did.
Yeah, 30 years in funeral service.
I know.
Huh? That seems so tough to me.
Well, it was an extremely rewarding position for me because I got to work with people who were grieving. I got to help them through a very difficult time of their life. I got to have the opportunity to educate them that you can make those final moments a little easier by making plans, easier for your family by making plans ahead. Not easier for you because you're really not around to think about it.
Right, that's
But I worked
true.
with some wonderful people, and it was a great place to be.
Yeah. So you've always been into the the nurturing, dealing with a lot of the elderly, and really kind of helping transitions.
Yes.
Let's call it that. That's
yes. The service industry. Yes.
The service industry focusing on the elderly, really, for the most part.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I want you to go back now. Go into the Wayback Machine. How did you decide to get into the funeral industry?
Okay. Well, 30 years ago when I was living up in North Jersey, very involved with my 3 children, one of our neighbors was a funeral home owner, had an established business there for many years, and was starting to look into providing pre-planned services. And because I was involved with his wife in the church and in the school, whatever, she recommended me, thought I would be really good at doing that. And that's how I got involved with it. And from there, we just grew. The small business was bought out by a large corporation. They owned 15 funeral homes in the state of New Jersey. I had the opportunity to do some marketing for all of them and, oversaw their whole pre-planning department in the state of New Jersey. So it was a really cool career. It was a nice ride. And then I went to work. When I came to the shore, I worked for a family-owned business again. And then that's how I met Lynette Whiteman and Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey and fell in love with them.
Very cool. Okay, so Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. So now your job is to raise money, right?
Yes.
And so there's different ways to raise money, right? So there's events, and then there's, of course, just like talking to donors. And so do you find it challenging? I mean, is that difficult work?
Not really. It's challenging and it's exciting to do because it's not just asking people for money. It's educating them on who we are and what we do. There's many people out there that have no idea that there's a Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. So for me, it's not only asking for money. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal. That's the answer to the problems, and that's what helps us to grow and help more people. But for me, it's more than that. For me, it's heightening the awareness, and it's letting people know what a fabulous organization there is right here in Toms River.
Very cool. All right, so when we get back, I want to kind of dig into the Taste of the Fall Harvest, which is coming up, right, which is your big fall event, right? And we'll talk about kind of what it's all about, who what people can expect, how people can learn more about it. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
Linda Conroy, Director of Development, Caregiver Volunteers Central Jersey, back after this.
Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin continues. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, 720, here with Linda Conroy, Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. We are talking Taste of the Fall Harvest. Is it taste or tastes?
A taste.
A taste. Hold on, let me write that
A
down.
taste.
A taste.
Of the fall harvest.
A taste. A taste. So when I think of the fall harvest, I think of Thanksgiving, right? I think of like the cornucopia of like tastes, right? What are you thinking of when you think of a taste of the fall harvest? What is the vision here? Come on.
Okay, so my vision is that there's multiple tastes. The season is fall. I'm thinking of the scenery, the beauty of the fall season. I'm thinking that everybody's starting to gear up now for the holidays, and it's just a nice transition from summer into what's to come for Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays.
All right, so what are we doing? We having so is it like different tasting tables? Is that what you have going on?
Yes, as a matter of fact, very, very good deduction.
That was good.
A Taste of the Fall Harvest is going to be at the Toms River Country Club right on Washington Street in Toms River. And we were very, very fortunate that a number of Toms River local restaurants are going to donate their specialty item for those that are attending to taste.
Nice.
Yeah.
So give me some examples. What do we have? Who's going to be there?
Okay.
Right? It's 7:20 now, right? It's 7:22, and I can start thinking about what food is on the other end of 8 o'clock for me now. So go ahead. What do we have? What do we have going on?
Well, there's some fabulous restaurants right here locally. Daddy-O's Grill, Mean Bean Burrito and Beyond, Brooklyn Bistro. And then we have Canada's Empanadas.
Canada's
Empanadas. And Oda House Restaurant Jersey, which is a Russian restaurant that just opened up on Mule Road
Really?
in Toms River.
We have a Russian restaurant?
We do. We
Wow.
do. So this is a great opportunity for the folks in Toms River and surrounding areas to come in and taste a little of the food from these wonderful restaurants. We also have Luigi's and 3B's from Lakehurst.
I have 3B's.
That have also...
Did you see, by the way, 3B's? I just, not to throw you off here. Did you see the story about the gentleman who lost his fantasy football league and was walking around Toms River in like pink? He was walking around in his pink skippies.
It was on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know who that was, right? That was one of the Bohemio brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, who owned Attilio's Pizza and 3B's.
Oh,
so you got to see if
funny.
maybe he'll come in, in his he was like all over the news. Yeah.
That would be fabulous.
But that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of good food, right? And is there entertainment or what do we have going on? What else?
Okay. Great question.
Thank you. I just came up with that.
So along with food, there should be a drink. Correct?
Well, actually, can I want to rephrase that. Along with drink, there should be food. But anyway, go ahead.
So in addition to that, we do have wine and beer sampling. Little taste of that too. Our local brewery, Rinduin, is also donating some beer for us. So that'd be great to come and taste that. We have an awesome Upa band that will be playing polka music out on the patio, a little bit of the Oktoberfest
Wait
flavor.
a second. So I got a Russian restaurant. I got polka music. Then we got empanadas and burrito. This is like it's
international.
It seems like a taste. This is like touring Epcot to me.
Yes. Well, we are a melting pot, so
Yes.
everybody deserves
We're
a little bit.
We're a salad bowl.
We're good salad
A
bowl.
salad
I like
bowl
that.
way because in a melting pot everybody melts together. In a salad bowl,
We
everybody
mix.
maintains their own identity but mixes together.
I like
See what
that.
I did there?
That's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yes, it's a kinder, gentler world. Yes.
So at the Toms River Country Club,
Yep.
we will have the patio in addition to the main room, so that you could see the fabulous view they have there.
Right.
It's going to be wonderful. It's October 6th, by the way,
Right.
from 6 to 9 p.m. Now, you spoke earlier about the fact that it was my job to raise money.
Right.
So
Right. Well, we can't talk about that yet, though, because we only have a minute left or so until we have a commercial. So I don't want to have to cut you off in the raising money. But thank you so much for joining us today. No, I'm joking. You're going to be able to come back for another segment. So that's where we can see what we like to do, Linda, is we like to build value in the event, right? Where we get everybody interested and we got them hooked and they're like, oh, this sounds like really great. I want to do this. And then we go back with the money thing and we start to, and then we give you, we finish it with like you with the magic wand and you can like, you seem like a good person. And then we give the website and everything. It's all part of the sales strategy here. So just don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. I do want to ask, do you think that the Russian restaurant, now that we're back out of executive session, do you think that if you go there, they may have previews of Hillary Clinton's emails?
I would probably guess not.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think
That would have
so.
been a really good hook for them. I would have totally gone to Mule Road and had some Russian food if I felt like I could have seen that. Anyway, we are here. Linda Conroy, Director of Development, Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. And when we come back, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about a little more about the A Taste of the Fall Harvest event. And maybe we'll talk about, how we raise money. Because you know what they say, no money, no mission. You know what I'm saying, Linda?
I gotcha.
There you go. You smelling what I'm stepping in?
Yeah.
You picking up what I'm putting down? Listen up to the Hometown View in the news. We'll be back after this.
Coming up next, the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from Town Square Towers, at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 7:35 Thursday, September 15th, 66 degrees, getting up to 71 today. WOBM AM 1160, 1310 News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pop app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160. Join the conversation. We are joined in studio by our Director of Development of Caregiver Volunteers Central Jersey, Linda Conroy. Director of Development. That's a nice way of saying fundraising. I love that. So, talk to us. How do you? What's the money angle here? How do we do this?
Okay.
Okay.
So, in addition to all the prior things that I mentioned about this wonderful event, we are having a silent auction, and up for bid will be 1 week in an oceanfront 3-bedroom house in Cabo San Lucas.
Wow.
And 4 Devils tickets for the game on October 22nd, platinum seats, VIP parking pass, and access to the platinum suite.
That means that's where the food is, right? That's that whole thing they have going on there. It's like a big luxury box.
Welcome, bid, get, find out.
Oh, yeah. All right, I see what you did there. Go ahead.
Then we have Holland America Cruise for 2, choice of the Caribbean, Mexico, Alaska, Canada, or New England. And how about 4 tickets to the Stone Pony to see Brothers Osborne, plus 5 other events. And that's just the silent auction part. We also have gift basket raffle so that everybody could participate, because some of the levels of the silent auction might be a little pricey. So we want everybody to have a good time. So you could buy some raffle tickets and take a chance on some baskets that are going to be valued at between $200 and $300. So great prizes there. Of course, we'll have a 50-50. What's an event without a 50-50? Right. And the price of the ticket is only $55.
For a 50-50 ticket?
Oh, I thought, no.
Wait.
To come to attend the event.
I was like, okay, the event is $55. So let me get this straight. Hold on. For $55, I get to come to an event where I get to eat from a bunch of restaurants, right? I get to hear a polka band, right? I get to drink. It's wine and beer,
correct,
samplings.
Correct.
Which means I have to stand there and keep having my little cup filled up.
Well, there's a cash bar, too.
Oh, okay. And I have an opportunity to win great prizes, right? And I get to do it for a good cause.
I was going to say, and the best part is that you will be supporting our mission to help the elderly in Ocean County.
That's fantastic. That's a slam dunk. Zach, you in?
I'm in.
Oh, Zach's in. You just sold a ticket. I'll tell you. Just take his cash on the way out. Linda, before we get to all the information about, where they learn more, where, how they get to see all that, we have to give you your magic wand, right?
Thank you.
It's
I'm
important.
So excited.
We give you the magic wand. It's the pixie dust, the fairy dust, the ability just to wiggle your nose and make something happen. Linda Conroy, Director of Development, Caregiver Volunteers, Central Jersey. What is it you're doing with said magic wand?
I would take that magic wand and I would sweep it across all the lonely elderly people in Ocean County. And I would even go bigger. I'd go the world.
Wow.
But Ocean County right now is my world. Because when we're younger, it's so funny, when we're younger, we can't wait to be older. Then we're older and we wish we were younger again.
Right.
But when we're younger, we have friends, we go to work, we socialize. We don't realize that there are so many people, I mean thousands and thousands of people that have lived that life and now have no one. They're alone, they're in their house, no one to come to talk to them, no one to love them or care about them. And that's what I would do with my magic wand. I would relieve that isolation and that pain of loneliness.
Right. Very nice. Linda, where would folks go to learn more about this event, about Caregiver Volunteers Central Jersey? What if someone's just compelled to throw you a lot of money? Where would they go?
They could go on our website, www.caregivervolunteers.org. And that's where they would go, and you could learn everything about the event there. There's a place that you could donate. There's a place that you could buy tickets, or I'd be happy if you'd call me at 732-505-2273, and we could have a conversation. I'd love to tell you more about Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey and tell you more about our event.
Cool. And you also have a Facebook page, right?
We do have a Facebook.
And there's a
like us on Facebook. Caregiver Canines has
Caregiver
a page.
Canines. There's this, that. I mean, it's all over the place. It's like caregivers. It's wall-to-wall caregivers for you.
And our Caregiver Canines is starting their Pet Mayor campaign on September 26th.
Right.
Pet Mayor Josie has now finished her term, and we're starting.
So
it's
only one term as pet mayor.
That's
right?
it.
So you guys strongly
One and
support
done.
term limits. I like that. That's good. Linda Conroy, Director of Development, Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. A taste of the fall harvest coming to you October 6th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Toms River Country Club. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin after this.